Hi, this is the full moon in Virgo reading for the month of March. So let's see how the energies are around this powerful time. And since the full moon is in Virgo, it talks about discipline, the areas of your life which need focus. So if you need more clarity on that, you can look at your birth chart, and wherever Virgo is, or whatever planets they are there, that would be the focus. So just work with those energies and see what is best for your highest good. Okay, so now that the energies are cleared, let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so I have shuffled the cards and I'm working with the Crystal Visions Tarot. So this will be the masculine and this will be the feminine. So let's see what the energies are right now. Okay, so for the masculine we have the Three of Cups and the 2 and 8 of Pentacles, which have come up in reverse. So the 3 of Cups, it symbolizes a time of being joyful, being harmonious, being around friends, being invited to parties, just being in a very cheerful mood. And there is an emphasis on being around people who bring joy into your life, who bring out the best in you. So this is definitely a card of enjoyment and accomplishment, and perhaps even reminiscing the good times, or even thinking within yourself and then sharing it with your friends. Next we have the 2 of Pentacles, and that has come up in reverse. So the 2 of Pentacles is talking about balance, and there is a certain inability to find this balance. So perhaps you are leaning more to one side of the equation. Perhaps in spending some time with your friends, you have not been able to find time for family, for example. And there is a desire to move forward on your own instead of in a partnership. So there's maybe a time when you feel like being among friends, being among family, but also being within yourself, being contemplative. As you can see, the women, they have their eyes sort of closed, and it almost feels like an inward kind of energy, even though they enjoy each other's company. So this may be a time for you to go inward as well, apart from the outer external joy and celebration. And there could also be a focus, a focal point this month. So maybe you have been juggling too many things, and that has caused a sense of overwhelm. Hence, you feel like partying it up and maybe even losing track a little bit. So focus on one thing, one issue, go inward, be yourself right now. The moon is shining really brightly, and you have the assistance of the moon's energy. And with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about being impatient due to a lack of improvement. So maybe because of you juggling a few things, you were not able to fully accomplish what you needed for each and every single thing, and that is perhaps not possible because maybe 1 or 2 tasks require your undivided attention, which was not being given. So this has caused you to sort of lean backwards and become a little bit lethargic. Hence, lethargic in the sense that within you feel tired, so outside you want to have fun and just be relaxed and be happy, but there is still this inner conflict. So this is truly a time for you masculine, whether you're a female or a male in gender, whichever you resonate more with, or it could be the masculine within you. It's a time for you to find this balance, because it's a bit skewed at the moment. So find this balance and get out of this slump of feeling just tired, just bogged down from so many things that you have taken up or taken upon yourself, and focus and go inward. That is truly the energy around the full moon time. It's about releasing whatever does not serve you. So with this contemplation and inner reflection, you will find the answer. Okay, so now let's go on to the feminine. So what are the energies for the feminine right now? Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups reversed, the King of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, so that is a major arcana. So with this, what I'm getting is, of course, there's different elements. There's water element, and there is the air element, as well as the Hierophant, which represents order and being within this strict code of standards. So it could be in a religious setting, for example. So there is a sense of needing to uphold something, where there are rules and regulations. However, the Hierophant here, he has come as a blessing. So he's here to perhaps mention that we are all in essence the same, even though we have different beliefs and we have different journeys we embark upon and different experiences we go through in life. At the end of the day, we are quite similar, and this would be a major theme running through your minds or even in your physical lives at this moment. And with this King of Swords, as you can see here, he also has a lot of authority. His stance is very masculine, and it is in the upright position. So he prefers to use his intellect, because swords is the air energy, which is the mind, over a display of emotion. And we'll be getting to the emotion right now. So you're feeling emotions within you, like sadness, happiness, all of that, which could probably be what is portrayed here. So instead of the religions, this could be a wheel of all your emotions which you feel at this time. And then he is truthful, but he's stern, and he is truly in his power. So I feel there are two sides to you this full moon time. Feminine, I feel there is a sense of strength by using your intellect, by using your mind. Perhaps you have recently got an epiphany wherein it involved rules and order, and now you have new ideas coming forth, and you have the courage to speak them, to speak your mind, to be in your power. However, at the same time, you do have the 10 of Cups, which has come in reverse. So this is the card of emotional fulfillment if it were upright, but now that it's reverse, it does talk about some disharmony, and it's most likely within a partnership. So one partner is more involved in the relationship than the other person. So there's could be maybe ideas that come forth. So one partner may be more invested in a particular idea, maybe in purchasing a house, maybe in a decision which does take up quite a significant chunk of the both of your lives. If this is in romantic partnership, if it's a business partnership, it could be a business idea that one person is more committed to than the other. So here it could be you coming out and standing in your power, feminine, because it's usually the masculine who is, in his power and shows it more outwardly. But this time, it's a time for you to come into your power, to break away from the regiment if it does not serve you, because you have gotten an epiphany, something which you never would have thought of before, but now you do. And it's coming forth in a partnership, whether romantic or otherwise. And it could be something that is really major. So another example would be if you do have children together, maybe what religion or what kind of spiritual setting they'll grow up in, that is a big decision to make. So something along those lines, you may have had an idea that has sprung forth, and you need to express it, because once you do, it can be upright again, and it'll be a happy family like this, romantic or otherwise. So there is harmony. There's harmony between the people who are involved, and when there is emotional fulfillment, other things fall into place as well. So you need to express yourself right now. When the masculine is going within, feminine, you're going without, but you're expressing it externally, while the masculine is going internally. So there is quite a switch up during this full moon period, but that is the beauty of energies. So whether it's the whole masculine or the whole feminine, or whether it's the feminine or masculine within you, just switch up those roles and see where you need to find the balance within you, and then you work towards it, because the full moon time is really powerful. So this could be a perfect time for bringing forth those changes and maybe observing things which you had put on the back burner because you were busy catching up with either work or studies, anything along those lines. So now is a good time to do a small release ritual, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and just sit with yourself and analyze what is not working, what is working, and just accomplish your goals. Okay, so now we will see which keeper of the light has a message to bring forth to the masculine as well as the feminine. Okay, so for the masculine, we have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Okay, so here it truly talks about introspection, because the Holy Spirit is what we find within us. So as with the message which was brought forth earlier on with regards to the masculine, go within yourself, find whom you are, and truly believe that the best is going to happen, is happening right now, it's already set into motion, and you have the power within you to bring about these miracles in your life. Okay, so the Holy Spirit, he mediates between the illusion and truth, and we are able to move beyond the illusion of fear into the light, the metaphorical light, and we see that there is a self which is never separate from God, which is the soul within. So the extended message is to expect the unexpected, miracles. So in real turnaround is possible now. You may have been harboring a lot of things within you, and you need to find the balance, but once you do, you're going to be really joyous and happy, and you need not hide externally by partying it up, but instead you find the true you within. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you, and remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. So come from a place of love, lovingly guide your heart and your mind into whatever messages you're getting, so that you can move faster into this space which you truly feel comfortable within yourself, and you receive all the answers that you need. Okay, so for the feminine, we have Kundalini, life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. So again, with the message which was given previously, it's about going externally. It's about being passionate, being expressive, being an outward sort of energy at this time. While for the masculine, it's more about going inward. So Kundalini, he's a Celtic stag god, and it represents connection to the earth. So Holy Spirit is more of an ether kind of connection, while this is more of an earth connection. So he loves Mother Earth and impregnates the land so that it's filled with life. And he also does help us find that connection with our animal spirits and ancestors. So if you've been feeling like you need to probably move away from religion, retain some aspects, but you would like to get more in tune with nature and whatever you see around you, whatever is given to you by the divine, perhaps this is what is coming through right now. So the extended message: there's a deep buildup of life force within you, and you need to channel it into action. You may have had extra energy, or be more alert than usual, or be aware of an increased sensual or sexual energy. So if you're unsure of how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. So when you're not expressing yourself sexually, your spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you're denying yourself a desire, ask yourself, how can I fulfill it? So if there's something that you have been thinking about but not really putting into action, now's the time to do so. And Kundalini will help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. So this is talking about not being crude, but being in alignment with that life force within you. So this points to the sacral chakra, which is orange in color. So you can meditate with orange colored crystals or eat orange colored fruit like pumpkin. Oh, it's a vegetable. Okay, so if you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially if Bridget, Kundalini's twin flame, is present too. So yes, so once you bring a child into this world, or once you conceive, you can get this happy family, but you need to discuss among the both of you what is and is not acceptable, what do you think the both of you can work with, maybe reach a compromise, or maybe come up with new ideas so that you're both on the same page. Okay, so now it's time to think up a question. So if you feel you're more of the masculine relationship, then when I'm shuffling for the masculine, you just think of a question. If you're more of the feminine, you think up a question while I'm shuffling for the feminine. Or if you just like that aspect within you to be addressed at this time, then that's when you meditate and concentrate while I'm shuffling, so that you get the answer that you require. And if you feel both aspects need to be balanced and need to have some clarity, then by all means, when both of the energies are being shuffled, just think about the question. Okay, so for the masculine, think of a question. Okay, so for the masculine, the answer to your question is take action. Okay, so while this whole reading has been about introspection and balance, here the take action card, well, there seems to be quite a lot of energy going on. So this could definitely be the energy within you, or maybe once you have done this introspection, you can finally move forward, and in your physical life, you take action steps. You take the action steps to reaching your goals, to manifesting anything which you like at this time period. So take action. I do feel this is more of a physical taking action. So go within first, and then once you find the answers, then you do, what you do best, being the masculine, which is to physically go forth with your ideas or your passions. Okay, so now the feminine. Think of a question. Okay, so feminine, the answer to your question is communicate clearly. So it again ties in with the message of what was provided earlier. You have been getting some insight and you need to express it at this time. An insight about some rule or regulation which you need to follow in your life, but you've had an insight and realized this idea may be much better. So whether it's with a romantic partner, whether it's with a business partner, you need to communicate your ideas clearly. Even though most of the time you are more of an inward kind of energy, right now you're asked to come outward, and when you communicate these ideas, it truly will be heard by the masculine, because he's doing his own contemplation and coming up with ideas, and then he will take his own actions. So if you can communicate, you can even communicate telepathically if words are not your strong suit, because there was the Swords card. So the King of Swords is a very good communicator, so you can communicate with your mind, with your thoughts. And with this green, I see some healing which will take place, so you can call upon Archangel Raphael if you need some assistance with that. And there is some green in this card as well, so maybe tuning into nature will be healing. Okay, so I thank you all for joining me on this full moon card reading. I wish you the best for this phase of the full moon, and please do like and leave some comments below on how things are shaping up, or if there's anything new you'd like me to read on. Thank you.